Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Budget Modelers Buddy Build. Tuesday night, it's the 30th of June already, halfway through the year. And the time is 7 o'clock. This evening, we've got myself, hello, got Mark, who's frozen again. Hello, Mark. Come in, Mark.
I'm here.
Say hello.
Hello.
And then joining us from now on is Gary. Good evening, Gary. How are you?
Hello. Very best. Thank you, Steph.
Good. Right, let's go round and see what everybody's got on a desk. Mark, start with you. Let's go full screen.
I am working on my Tamiya 132nd Phantom F4J.
Cool.
Well, it will be a J. It's a C, but I'll be marking it and painting it as a J.
Nice. So you got something to show us?
One highly polished tailplane.
Nice.
Sexy. Just as I say, it needs a second coat on, which I shall be doing presently. And the arrestor hook, that's it. So far, just been working on the engines and exhausts.
Cool. How's it going together?
Like a dream.
Cool.
Like an absolute dream, because the fuselage length is a beastie.
Oh, yeah, it's a Tamiya, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah. It's what you'd hope for.
Indeed. It's the first Tamiya big scale I've built, so I'm quite looking forward to the challenge, and it hasn't disappointed yet.
Nice. Cool. Glad to hear it.
Thank you very much.
Let's go to Gary.
Gary.
Hello.
And his Randy Rover.
Land Rover is coming on the very best. I got a bit of the body built up today, got a bit of more detail work done in the engine bay, and I also made up a whole go of ammo boxes.
Nice.
Which there is a notice amount of them to be done. So there is, and so far I'd have to say this is the best kit I've made, belonging to the Land Rover range.
Yeah, who's that by?
Yeah, Hobby Boss.
Cool.
Have to say it is definitely one of the best.
What
I would
is it?
highly recommend 135.
Cool.
I would have to recommend this to anybody. You know what I mean? Great detail in it, yes, but some of the detail you're going to be losing by closing it in, putting the bonnet and stuff on. But I have to say, really, I'm enjoying this build.
Good. Cool. Glad to hear it. What you got planned for next?
An airplane I hear coming.
I think what we're going to do is Mark's going to finish off his Phantom. I've got to finish off the Tonka. Then I want to do a few bits and pieces before we all build the 148th Tornado.
Oh,
but you've got one coming.
Yeah.
I spent 3 hours this morning going through that for you. Just to
Thank you very much, Steph.
All the parts are there, and they're all bagged up as well.
Thank you very much.
What one you got him?
I just that you know the two Airfix 148s I've had.
Yeah.
There was so many parts missing from each one. It was ridiculous.
Oh, never.
No, I got them from eBay. But I got them ages ago. And I went through them, and the whole lot makes one kit. So I've bagged it up into sections and part numbers and sent it across the garage.
Nice.
Yeah.
Right. So, what was that I heard you say? What are you up to, Steph?
Sorry, Steph. What are you?
They said in unison.
Yeah. Well, I've finished off the main landing gear. So that's all finished off. Done and dusted.
Good.
There we go.
What have you embellished those with?
All I've done is lead wire for the main cable going down the back there.
Yeah.
And then just washed it. That's it.
All right.
put a sand wash on first, and then a round wash, and then just cleaned it up a lot. So
very nice, very nice.
those. I've got the back end of the cockpit attached to the main body of the fuselage, so that's done.
Did you have to fix? Sorry, sir. Did you have to fix your wing, your main wing in place?
What,
Have you
these
glued
two?
it? Yeah.
Yeah, they're glued in place.
Right.
I've done a grey coat, and then I've done a white coat across there, there, in here, and the same on this side.
Yeah.
And also done the wheel wells. I've got hopefully my new tool will be turning up, so I can do Fox Hotel on both sides.
Yeah.
And ZA466 on there. What I'm going to want to do is tape them and then spray over them, so when you peel it back, it's there, rather than mess around with decals and stuff like that. So that's where I am on that. I've got my end is partly sprayed up, so they both look the same. So I've just got to paint those cadmium and then do different bits and bobs.
Are you chipping the leading edges and the noses of the stores or whatever for?
Well, I won't be chipping the noses of these.
Well, you know what I mean, on the leading edges, so to speak.
Yeah, I will be.
They were sort of stoved in, if I remember rightly.
Yeah, can you spot the difference?
Yeah, you've put mace lugs on them.
Nope. Right, go. I've got that. That fin is on backwards.
Oh.
So I've got to take that fin off and turn it around. Yeah, it's not much. It's not much of a job.
Always pays to read the instructions.
Yeah, I think that was the one that fell off that I knocked off. And I had to flip.
Mind you, I can talk, can't I? I cocked up.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes.
That's what I've got on. Let's have a look at the comments. Model Making Haggis says, evening, gents, all well? Yes, thank you, Haggis. All is good. How's it
Evening,
up in Kendall in the lake? So how's it up there? GB Model Zone says, hi guys. Hi GB, how you doing?
Evening, GB. We well, thank you. Hope you're well as well. Keeping safe and keeping sane.
Allegedly.
So they say.
Yep. Let's try and make this fin better.
The fin, the fin, the fin, the fin, the fin, the fin, the fin.
No, that's the Land Rover, isn't it?
Durham, 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 Durham.
It's the Durham version of the Land Rover.
Where'd I put the claws? Light on.
Light on, light off.
Wax on, wax off. Ha ha. Good job by 99%. Excuse me. Cleaned my airbrush out last night, which only left me 1% to do now.
Okay.
But today I shall be mostly using mission paints.
All right, very good.
I'll let you know.
There we go. Rear fin fixed. So, leave that to dry. Park that one over there. Right, got a couple more comments. Chalk GB says chalk it down to BDR. Yeah, it's just been fixed. Haggis has said good, thanks. And GB said just need the weather to clear up a bit so I can get out on the Vulcan. Oh, you're up that end. What's that? ZH? What is it? No, it wasn't ZH, was it? What's a Vulcan?
What one?
The one at Donny. The one that used to fly.
XH558.
That's Tinker. I knew Mark would be sad enough to know that. So what is it you do on the Vulcan then, GB? And God, I've got an earworm now, Mark.
Why? What am I going to do? What? Where's that other one? That one? The other one, the twister.
Unmute yourself when you come back, Mark. I think that's half the reason some people turn up, just to listen to Mark's chuntering at his kids and his missus.
Ha.
He's back.
Oh, good Lord.
Yeah, sorry, who was that comment from that about 558?
That was GB.
GB, have they started? You know that they did the centenary for the 60th anniversary of its first flight or test flight, and they put the sponsorship thing out where you could have your name on underneath the wing.
Oh yeah. Did you?
My daughter got me the said package.
Cool.
And I just wanted to know if they'd started to affix names.
I don't know, because it's not this time. He rides a Vulcan motorbike.
Oh.
So we were caught hook, line, and sinker there.
He's a swine.
It's really actually annoying because I'm running out of things to make. All the stuff I've got to do now is painting.
Start painting.
Yeah, but it's airbrushing. So, and I need my paints to dry in bits and pieces. Oops, okay. Where are they? Yeah, one of those. Let's do those. It's a bit of a jumpy. He's GBC's not been out to EMA for a bit. Did you go down to the air museum there, GB? You ever been there, Mark?
To where?
You know EMA, East Midlands Airport.
Oh, Castle Donington. No.
All right, okay.
I saw a programme from there last year, and they were based at the museum. It looked rather good.
Yeah, it is. It's not too shabby. It's worth a visit. They've got some decent bits of kit up there. Have you seen it? Looks
I normally
like
go up to Aeroventure in Doncaster because they've got my Aiden.
all right. Have you seen the bit about Bruntingthorpe?
No,
Looks like it's closing.
never.
It's been sold to an American company.
Oh, for God's sake! And they've just raised all that money for a QRA and stuff.
Yep.
Oh, Jesus.
So, not sure what's going to happen there. But I'm sure we'll find out eventually what's going on.
Yeah, museums-wise, I normally go up to Aeroventure in Doncaster. It's only a little sort of like museum because primarily because A, they've got my Aiden gun up there, and B, they've got quite a good little model shop.
All right, cool. You got any decent models in there? Right, Common Road Junction says hi guys. Hi Common, how you doing? What you got on your bench at the moment? What are you up to? And then GB says was a volunteer there for a while. What, up at EMA or Bruntingthorpe? You got any decent museums across your side, Gary?
Yeah, there's one in Castle Archdale, sorry, dedicated to the flying boats.
All right, what, the Sunderlands?
Yeah,
Sunderland.
the one that found Bismarck.
All right.
There's a full model of it hanging from the rafters in it.
Nice.
It is actually a nice wee museum to go around. And then obviously you have the Royal Enniskillen Fusilier, the castle itself in Enniskillen. It's a nice wee museum too to go around.
Cool.
But they say the Ulster Aviation and Car Transport is supposed to be a good museum.
The Ulster Aviation and what?
Car place up near the Belfast.
All right.
It's supposed to be a very good museum to do with airplanes and stuff.
Cool.
I was never at it, to be honest with you. I've never been at it.
Like anything, it's horses for courses, mate.
Yeah.
If it's never tickled your fancy, then it's never tickled your fancy. So it should be interesting watching you make an aeroplane.
Oh, yeah.
You'll be fine.
More.
Famous last words.
Steph and I'll be there to help you.
That's what I'm afraid of.
Help? We're going to hinder the bastard. Of course, we'll help you, Gary. Mark.
Yes.
Can I uncross my fingers now?
Yes.
And anything else you've got crossed?
Yeah.
Well, I'll have to adjust my seating position if I want to uncross them.
I would. Don't stand up too quick, they hurt.
Oh, yes.
I have a whirly bird here I might tackle after I finish the Land Rovers.
All right, what you got?
Apache longbow.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. 148 scale.
Cool.
And I've also got the Kitty Hawk Night Stalker one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It comes with resin pilots and figures.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Was not cheap.
I bet.
It wasn't.
Right, what are the comments we got? Common Roy Junction says, good thanks, guys, and nothing at the moment. My airbrush is still broken. Nothing wrong with hand painting, Common Road.
No.
Have a look on my page. Flow aid, paint retarder, homemade thinners, and make those, and you can do anything.
Yeah.
Paint
Save
anything.
yourself a ton of cash in the process.
Yep, without brush marks.
Airbrushing is very dear, do you not think, boys? No?
There you go. What'd you say again, Gary?
Do you not think airbrushing is very dear?
I think the most expensive thing you will buy is the compressor and tank. You can buy a decent airbrush for about 20 quid. But if you want to spend the money, then you can go and spend money on Iwata, Badger, H&S. Just because you've got an amazingly good airbrush doesn't make you a good airbrusher.
Yeah.
It's like anything. Practice, 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 and practice. That's what makes you a good airbrusher. I've seen some stunning airbrushers who are using £9 airbrushes and creating awesome works. And I've seen some airbrushers who are using H&S and stuff like that, who are just, they're not as good as they think they are. And it's all because they've got an H&S.
They think that just because they've got a posh brand.
Yeah, they're good. No, it's like anything. Practice, 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 practice. The way I practice, I'll get a piece of paper, plain piece of paper, and just practice writing in different thicknesses. Doing straight lines, but trying to keep the line the same width all the way, and just keep practicing and practicing. It's muscle memory.
Yeah.
Yeah. But what else has been said? GB's. Right. GB says both for while repainting a GBU at the moment for a guy. GBU.
Guided bomb unit.
Isn't it? God, what a brain fart that was. What scale's that then, GB?
You call yourself an armourer? My God.
That was a complete brain fart, that was.
Oh, I've heard it all.
Yeah, but I've always known as LGBs. Laser guided bombs.
Well, obviously.
Yeah, so I'd never called them a GBU. And to be honest, they were only just coming in when I left.
Mm.
Normally they'd just be toss bombing 1,000 pounders and hoping they hit the place.
Yeah. We was in Detchy once, and we had an invite from the squadron commander if we wanted to go and watch them bomb.
All right, he's frozen again.
He's
We
gone.
went to Detchy, and
Right, Mark.
the squadron commander asked us if we wanted to go and watch them bombing, practice
Right.
bombing.
Yeah. What, down the ranges?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we said, how far away from the target are we? And they said, about 1,800 feet. I was like, oh, yeah.
No, you're all right, boss.
Yeah. They said, so what accuracy are they bombing? And they said, plus or minus 2,000. I thought, no, thank you. We're off.
Yeah.
We'll stay in the German bar and get wrecked.
Yeah, we're going to stay here, boss. You can do what you want to do. Please, whatever you do, don't involve us.
Water bait. Cool.
Undercarriage bay.
Water-based, that's all I need to know.
That's what are they? 102As. There we go. All right. Back with the chrome again. If there's any questions you want to ask us, guys, please drop the questions in the comments and we'll try and answer them. What are you doing, Mark?
So I'm just running through a bit of water through my airbrush into my pot.
Ah, got you. Right, Mark Scale Model says, hi, how you doing? Hi, Mark. Thanks for joining us. GB's just commented as well. Same ones that Tonka's carry, full-size one. He's been collecting bits for ages. Finally got the last bits he needed. Nice. Don't forget the band.
Yeah.
Scare the living daylights out of people.
Yeah.
Common Road. I used to doing hand washing, but there is I think that should be brushing instead of washing. But there is, in fact, someone again with the airbrush I can't get with a normal paintbrush. Okay. Yes. Oh my God. Spell check. Yeah, be a good idea. But yeah, if you can't get on with a paintbrush, you can't get on with a paintbrush. Then that's fine.
I can get on the very best of the paintbrush.
Oh, you would, wouldn't you?
But then you see, we can master anything, you see. You know, that's all I'm saying, boys. We can do anything.
Yawn, 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 yawn.
Is it a case of during the war?
When I.
Well, something like that, yes. You know. Just think, boys, if I wasn't here, who would you be picking on?
Knowing Steph would be picking on me.
I'd never pick on anybody.
Sorry, did I just see a squadron of pigs flying over my house?
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're all carrying dogs.
What was that? They're all carrying dags.
Dogs.
Do you like dags?
Oh, they need to show we need to show our ID to somebody, don't we?
Oh, true.
Right, so what are the comments we've got? Right, got your comment. Comment said he used to do work with a normal brush, but there's some effects you can't get with a normal brush. That's what I found anyway. Okay, what sort of effects are you trying to get? Because the most effects you can get with a brush, you go with an airbrush, you can usually get with a normal brush. Ah, there's the ones I want. Quick clean first. So give us a shout in the comments, guys. Let's have a chat. Anyway, for the viewers, Gary, what's your background? You don't have to go into too much detail, just a generalization of what you did and stuff like that.
Ex-C company, 4 Royal Irish. I was a lovely little grunt for 14 years until I was injured.
All right.
And I've been modelling now for the last 16 years since I've left the job, and I used to model before that, before I joined the army.
I tell you what, he's a damn good looking bloke as well.
I know that. Don't tell all the girls, please, boys.
Cost you?
I don't have to go back to them days, do I?
Everybody's got to have a turn in the barrel at some point, mate.
Ugh. Where are we?
So you spray. You said, Steph, you spray yellow first, and then that'll bring out the red.
Yep.
Right. I need a bit of a thin.
I thought it was green.
Shake your body line.
You've been watching Beetlejuice?
Yeah.
Oh God, what have I done?
Give me 5 minutes. I'm sure I can go on to the Monty Python parrot sketch as well.
Oh, good Lord. Don't forget Mr. Creosote.
Would say like one wafer thin mint.
No. Sod off.
Full.
No, it's sod off, actually. He doesn't swear. We watched it the other day because it was on, because I've always said, just when we in mint, monsieur. No, off and stuff. And it's not, it's sod off.
All right.
Commons asked who was in the RAF. Both Mark and I were both armourers in the Air Force. And Mark.
God's only trade.
Yes.
Oh, God.
Ignore that from the
Grunt in the corner.
Yeah.
Model Phil says, how you gluing, boys? Just going to move into the workshop. Some Typhoon rockets to paint. Need to reconnect. Cool. Not a problem. Keep them going. Let us know how you're doing. If you fancy putting some pictures in the Facebook group, please do. It's Budget Modeler on Facebook. Edward Millership says, hi, Steph, Mark and Gary. Just letting you know I'm lurking. Have been watching on the TV for a bit. Just finished the 176 Diamond T tank transporter. Have a 132nd Bell X1 ready to go on the bench. Nice. Here you go. Here's a story about the Bell X1. For those of you that don't know, the Bell X1 was the first jet aircraft to break the sound barrier.
It was rocket, wasn't it?
I believe so, yeah.
It was rocket, not a jet.
Was it? Okay. And they were having trouble getting through the sound barrier. And they couldn't work out why. And at the time, there was a huge race to do it. And the Brits were leading. And so Frank Whittle had his little Hart jet, and that was producing some amazing results. And what happened? The Americans came in and said, right, what are you doing different to us? And so Whittle initially went, get lost. And the Americans went up the chain, and he was told he had to talk to them and tell them what results he was getting. What it was is the Hart was using what is called a dihedral tail, which is it's the same as what the Tornado has.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a dihedral tail. Both of them move, and they can move independently of each other, but the whole tail moves. So the Americans took it away, and used it on a Bell X1, and it then broke the sound barrier.
Ta-da!
But the Americans like to gloss over that bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they found they could do
don't
it in a
know what.
Spitfire, but then they suffered this thing called compressibility.
Yes. Yeah, it was pulling out afterwards that was a bit of an issue.
Yeah, like they couldn't.
Yeah. It's a bit of a shame.
Just bad.
Yeah.
And I've just realised I've got to run through my airbrush again, refill it full of Alclad, and go over it because I've got a whacking great thumbprint on it.
Oh no! Sand back the thumbprint first. Because otherwise it'll stay there, Mark.
I know. Not happy!
No. Edward Millership. Oh, come on, surely it's Eddie by now. Oh, okay, Eddie. Not a problem. Don't like to presume anything, because it makes an ass of you and me.
Not presume it, assume.
That's what I said.
No, you said
Don't wish
presume.
to assume anything, because it makes an ass of you and me. Because that wouldn't work with presume, would it?
No, it wouldn't.
Well, there you go then.
Don't assume with me.
Ladies, behave.
No, my channel.
Gary, you've got to realise, mate, you're the newbie. You haven't got the salt of the chin strap yet.
Considering how long I've been going, that is the first time I've ever said that, even though it's said in jest.
No, it wasn't. You was deadly serious. Somebody's got to love him, I suppose.
No, that's deadly serious. Oh dear, where did Mark go? Oh, there he is. He's back again.
Oh, bugger me, did I disappear?
I think you did, Mark.
One could bloody hope.
Oh, saucer and milk table too.
Still not right.
Always talking to himself. It's madness.
That's the first sign. Do you know what the second sign is?
Answering yourself back.
Yep. Do you know what the third is?
Agreeing.
No, having an argument with yourself and losing. Oh, Cummins' phone just died. Oh dear, mate. Plug your charger in. Yeah, same to you, Tony, with brass knobs on. Tony's just
nice.
turned up and said, the only person who Steph loves is Steph. Evening, guys. Well, somebody's got to love me.
Somebody else knows you then.
Hey, if you can't love yourself, you can't love anybody else.
True, true.
Have I got some plain paper? Yeah, I have. Here we go. Let's have a play silly sods with some black ink, through some brown ink through the brush. Yep. Nice little shake.
Shake, shake, shake your body. That should do. He says, hopefully. That mission paint, Steph. Cobblers.
No, it's true.
No, I mean the paint's cobblers.
Is it really?
Yeah. I put it on the exhaust nozzles of this F4 on a primed surface. Sprayed it on. And normally I've been told it dries rather quick, which it did. Trouble is, it rubs off.
In what way?
Once it's dry, you can rub your finger over the surface and it takes the paint off. That's what I mean.
My airbrush doesn't like this ink.
Too thick for it.
Yeah.
Can't you thin it?
No. Yeah. Just drying very quick on the needle.
Mm. No, that's clear red. Don't want clear red. X7, thank you. X7 and X2. Be glued.
And yet they say that Michelin paint's supposed to be good.
Yeah,
Supposedly.
I've heard a lot of people say they're meant to be really good.
Just for your information, Steph, sprue glue has been refed.
Yeah, how's it going?
All right. Going really good.
Oh, Tony's just put, you do know, Steph, by the time you finish the Tonka, they'll be out of service. Lol. Right, Mark.
Steph.
Model Making Haggis has said you need to add their polyurethane additive to the paint along with their own thinners.
Well, they've got their own thinners. But it says they're airbrush ready, so I wouldn't have thought you'd have needed to add anything else.
Yeah.
It's misleading if it says it's airbrush ready and you've got to add something else.
Yeah. Edward, I'm at about 14, 15 psi. I'm not that high. Model Philip said the connection's not great.
Is that why Mr. Tangent calls you Hobbit?
What? Sorry?
You're not very high. You just self-confessed you're not very high.
No, I'm not.
Nice one, Centurion. I think that just may be a smidge too shiny for rear cans.
But you can always dull it down with a bit of matte, can't you?
There's a camera. There we go.
Let's have a look. Give me a sec. Put your full screen. Cool. Nice. Nice work, mate.
I may just put a bit of just a light coat of X19 over it, just to dull it a bit.
Yeah.
Or like as you say, maybe just a bit of flory dark wash, dark dirt. Let it dry in and then slowly, slightly wash it off. But I have to admit, I'm pleased with that. That's come out quite well.
Yeah, that looks really good, mate. That does.
Not as good as my heat shield, but
No, that heat shield was rather special, especially for you.
just like you, Steph.
Oh, I'm very special.
Arr.
I like to sit in the corner with in a rocking chair with a biscuit.
Yeah, dribbling.
Yeah. Eddie says that's nice. Mark.
Thank you very much. Thank you. A bit. It's okay. You can take me off full screen now.
Okay.
Thank you.
Tiny says it's when you lick windows that you're special. Is that when you're in the little yellow bus? In a white bus with the yellow wheels?
Yeah, normally looking out the window shouting, Mr. Tumble. I'll give it a few minutes and I'll take off the masking off the tailplane, see how that looks.
Cool. Oh, live unveiling by Mark.
That's a good tip with that yellow stuff. It's worked, I'll give you that. You're not such a bad lad.
I'm so glad I've got thick skin.
You do have your uses.
Back with you in a mo, guys. I'm just cleaning this brush.
No problem.
Is that what he calls it these days? I don't know.
Yes.
I don't.
This monkey needs a good clean.
You what?
This monkey needs a good clean.
Ah.
Been a
Don't
very
spank it so hard.
Exactly. It's been a very naughty monkey.
Fnar, fnar. Quibble frisbee. Oh, blast. I just realised I've been to flipping shopping this afternoon and I forgot to get some more cotton buds.
Oopsie.
Oh.
Oh, you just have to pop out and get some on your way home.
There ain't no shops on my way home.
Well, divert then.
I don't want to divert. Last thing I want to do when I leave home is divert shopping. Except on a Friday when I go and get me ale.
Well, then, could you not divert then on Friday when you're getting your ale?
Good plan. Good plan. I like that man's thinking. Top fella.
See?
There we go, Mark. He has got a use.
Yeah. As well as T-Boy.
Yeah. We can call him Ale Boy as well.
Yeah. NATO standard, and don't forget the hobnobs.
No. It's no longer hobnobs.
No.
The biscuit of choice for Models for Heroes is now chocolate hobnobs.
Oh, we've gone up in the world.
Yep. Malcolm was gutted. Couldn't believe it.
I do not like hobnobs.
Right, let's have a quick look at the comments. Edward said, that's nice, Mark. Tony said it's when you lit windows. Okay. Yes, Tony, with a fantastic white jacket that lets you hug yourself.
That special one with the straps at the back.
Yeah.
All right.
This would probably be one for Gary. What do you think of what Land Rover have done with a new Defender?
Hate it.
Right. There endeth the conversation, Edward.
And off.
Ooh,
Bring
Mr.
back
Glenny.
the boats.
That's yours.
Oh, Mucho.
So what have they done?
Oh, that's cracking.
I reckon there's a basin made for it.
Sorry to interject, Steph. I've got a visitor, a Mr. Glenny.
Right.
Good evening.
He's just popped up with his son for something to do with my lad, and he's brought up his son's V2.
Would they like to see?
All right, cool.
I'll let you pop it on because I've.
Right,
Yeah.
well, yep, looking
There you
good.
go. Do you like that?
Cool.
Comes with a base as well.
Done
Nice.
a cracking job on that.
So he's hoping to build
Yeah.
a diorama base for that. So yeah. And he
Nice.
got 5 in the to show.
Can't complain.
So it's 148 scale. Really nice. And he revved it nicely. There you go. That's it on top of that.
Sweet, that's good. That
There you go, isn't
that's lovely.
it?
I love the Splinter.
And it took him 4 hours to build this last night.
Wicked.
Are you guys keeping well?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, thank you. You?
Yeah, thank you. So I've not been on video chat for a while. Life got in the way on Monday, so I couldn't do Mondays.
Mhm.
But I was given a leave pass for this evening, so I thought I'd come bring my son to, like Mark said, to see his son.
Nice. Right then. On that note, gents, it's 8 o'clock. Time for us to finish. So say good night, guys.
Good night.
Good night, guys.
Night, guys. Thanks very much for watching.
There you
Remember,
go, Steph, just quickly. That's just one side.
yep. Cool. Looking good, mate. Looking really good.
Nice.
Nice.
There you go.
Yep. Remember, guys, stay safe. Keep on modelling.
Take that into. Oh yeah.